chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there, regardless of the circumstance, if you've had children with a narcissist involved in your life, it's still a remarkable blessing to bring life into this world. Okay? It's a blessing to do that. It is a hardship that you have because you've got a parent that obviously lacks in many areas, and really you've got to do the role of both mother and father for the child, which is a hard duty. It's a hard ask. Um, and obviously you can't do that perfectly because you're either only a mother or a father. You can't really do it perfectly, but you can try your best to help that child in those areas. But there's something that those of you, I'm not saying that it's got more complicated for you because you've had a child or anything like that. What I want to try and do is you're able to teach many victims of narcissistic abuse that actually haven't had children, okay? Because you may feel annoyed, frustrated that you have to have this person in your life, despite you loving your child. You love your child completely. It frustrates you because it's with this narcissist, even though that child wouldn't have been born if he wasn't with that narcissist, because it has to be like for that child to be born, you had to have gone with the narcissist, right? So it's happened for a reason. Your child's been born, and obviously they're gonna live on to make an impact in the world and stuff like that. So it'll work out for the best, but you'll be able to teach those that are yearning for the narcissist, because I'm telling you, right, there's victims of narcissistic abuse, and you might resonate with this. You might feel like you wish you had a child with a narcissist, or you might wish that you got married with the narcissist, even though you didn't. You might be thinking that you wish you'd done these things with the narcissist involved in your life after you've been discarded or reverse discarded, or the relationship's ended for whatever reason. This is what the victim of narcissistic abuse can feel, and you might even wish. So I think those of you that have had children will be able to push those in the right direction that haven't had children, okay, or feeling like they're incomplete without the narcissist and stuff like that. Because really, those of you that have had children, I don't know if this is too blunt for me to say it, but really it's until they're, I don't know what age, I know it's different in America, it might be 21 in America, 18 in UK, but once they become an adult, really you've got no obligation with the parent any longer as such. You've got no connection really. You might see them at family functions, you might see them at events and stuff like that, okay? But you haven't really got any connection with them anymore, to the best it's gonna get, right? But this is you have to learn, for the chosen ones, empaths and genuine souls out there, that maybe perhaps this has been in your head where you felt that you wish you went further with the narcissist, that you did have children and grow old together, and like, this is not the direction. All of you collectively, regardless if you had children or not, got out before it got even more complicated. They were going to bring so much more complication towards the relationship and so much more destruction and chaos. It's good you all got out when you did, okay? Please, like, another thing is, those of you that have been in repeat cycles with narcissists, you can probably educate those that are gonna make that step and make that mistake. Even though I'll stand by it, I see it as, it's not a mistake. That's bad. Actually, I need to backtrack that. It's not a mistake you going back to the narcissist. It's actually your good nature, but you'll live on and think, why did you do it and stuff like that, right? But it is actually for a process that actually happens within you to detach, to finally detach from them. It's just a matter of time of when it was divinely appointed by God or the universe for you to awaken and have enough and stuff like that. So there is a process you have to go through, and that's what all of you need to understand and empathize with those that you see in the comment section. Some people are going through that process of where they need to detach. So sometimes that involves the empath, chosen one, or genuine soul, like giving their all to the narcissist despite the abuse they've been through, like trying to reconcile, giving their all to finally detach, or re-engaging with a narcissist, going through another cycle and then detaching then. So that's what you've got to be patient with everyone that's going through their own individual journey within this narcissism like pandemic. Really is global problem. Okay, so just understand that you can all teach each other as well. So all be kind to each other in the comment section, because I know if you read through it, sometimes someone might say something like they miss the narcissist or they want the narcissist back, and like it can be shocking to read, because for you in your place where you fully detached, you might not understand that, but you got to try and think that perhaps they're just in that process. Everyone's at different positions on their journey, so you have to be patient with everyone on their wherever they're at on their journey, because you're all heading in the same direction collectively anyway. But please embrace that you all did get out of this relationship before it got more complicated. It was going to get more destructive. Like, the thing is, this is how crazy it can be. You can have in your mind after the abuse a yearning for why didn't you stay together? Why didn't you grow old together? Why didn't the relationship just live on? Like, you can have an incredible yearning inside yourself for that. And that's why I call it the adjustment phase. This is why if you don't speak to a narcissist at all, if you don't speak to a narcissist at all, and you don't meet a narcissist, and you don't look on a narcissist social media, you're allowed this just adjustment phase to work in full effect. I'll tell you that connecting with the narcissist or posting on your social media and seeing if they view your stories, or this cryptic stuff that happens, it really does hinder your progress, because you stay attached to them. Okay, you stay attached to them. But it's like a detox that you have to go through after being with a narcissist. You have to go through a complete detox. Some of you deal with some proper chaotic situation, and it makes you go cold. So it's easier for you to go cold. But say someone that was it happened in a different way. That's the best way I can put it. Like it ended in a different way. It leaves them still connected more. Okay, but you might have had more reasons where you can cut that cord easier. You see, so it's very complex, the whole situation. And obviously I only can do my best in the videos to try and address everyone and make everyone feel heard. And for you to feel like for you to be able to take something from the video, at least. Just if you can take one thing from the video, then my job's done. That's the way I look at it. But you all can teach each other, okay? So like I was saying, those that have children can teach those that perhaps wish they had children with narcissists, because this really exists. You know, I know it might sound funny, like, But this is what the mind can do. And that's why I think the heart, mind, and soul really does go, like, the heart really does fall in love with the narcissist, and the mind associates them with your romantic partner, and your soul feels like it's met its soulmate. So your mind, heart, and soul really does go through it really does go through a process of falling in love. Okay, so that's why there's an a detox that you have to go through afterwards. That's why you have to go through a detox afterwards. But there is a consciousness. That's your awakening, your consciousness. Okay, like separate from your mind. Some people call it intuition, your consciousness, your awareness. That's what you need to stick with, because that's what sees the truth within a narcissist. Your mind, heart, and soul tells you other things straight after the relationship ended, and even for a long period of time after. Healing can take a long time. Healing can take a long time. Not always. Some people heal quick, but generally it is an adjustment phase that you have to go through a process. And I think the best, I still stand by it. I stand by it. I think the best recipe for all of you that have been through a narcissistic relationship is spending that period of time alone in isolation. Not complete isolation. You can have friends and family and stuff, but most of the time spending time alone. Literally getting used to that company, being alone. Because the other route is affiliating with people, venting to people. Okay, it can be, finding someone and channel it, like expressing through them your hurt and your pain from the narcissistic relationship, and you don't realize there's a narcissist on the other side or whatever. Okay, that's what the other process is, and that's why I say it's very, you might have to go and do that. You might have to go and engage with other people and possibly get drawn out by other narcissists and stuff like that for you to fully realize. But really, the best recipe is spending a period of time alone. I don't want any of you, okay, any of you, thinking like you're not fulfilled in life if you don't have your soulmate or someone like a romantic partner around you. I don't want any of you to feel that you're not fully fulfilled without that in your life. Okay? Because you've been there and done it. Some of you have been married. Some of you have had children. Others of you have had relationships with these narcissists. Or long-term relationships. Some of you spent decades. It doesn't. You've generally, you've lived a life with these narcissists. Okay, and obviously it didn't work out in the way that you intended, like having a decent relationship and stuff like that. But that should tell you one thing, that the judgment, I'm not knocking you or anything like that, because they play a good game. But that means that your level of discernment has to grow exponentially to be able to see these dusty weirdos as soon as they arise. You have to have, like, that should be the mission. Okay, because rather than asking the question like, where is your soulmate, or how are you gonna find your soulmate, obviously if you have now an awakening, that you've gone through a process, an awakening to narcissism, research and awakening, like, it should be a goal to have the ability to be able to to see narcissists in your path and have complete control over your emotions, where you don't give too much of yourself to these individuals so you get hurt. Okay, like you're standoffish, you're protected, so you can engage with people. Even if you engage with people, then you see something in someone and you get away from it as soon as possible. This is the approach that needs to be done. And then that's what I'm saying. This period of being alone that I'm talking about, it doesn't have to be forever. It doesn't have to be forever. You can find someone, but just be prepared. If you do take this advice, like I'm saying, of spending a period of time alone and then finding someone, make sure your guard's not all down again, because that's what can happen. Your guard can all come down again. All your defense mechanisms are down again. They've gone in shutdown mode because you've just got so used to being fulfilled in your own life. You've built so high. You're a new version of yourself. You've become stronger. And then you meet someone and then you pour that into them. And that's a mistake. So it's got to stay with you. You've got to remember this experience. You've got to remember the deviant that you encountered. And don't forget it, okay? So I know I went a bit off track in this video, but I just want to show you that it is a lot easier without these narcissists in your life. And even if you have children, like having them at bay, having them away, life really you will really prosper in life, and life will really open up for brighter days for you, being away from them. And look how much devastation and destruction they caused anyway. Like, imagine you went further with them. Imagine you even went just down the road a bit more with them. It would have been a lot worse. You can say that quite easily. Like, and how can I put it? You can trust it's that. It would have been a lot worse. Like, you can see it. You can be sure of it. It would have been a lot worse. Okay, so all of you, like I was saying, be patient with each other. Teach each other as well. You've all got your own wisdom and knowledge and stuff, and I know you resonate with the videos and the audios, but you've all got your own experience and your own knowledge, and you share that in the comment section. Those of you that do comment, you share that in the comment section. Just realize that there's things you can learn from each other's experience if you really embrace it. Like I was mentioning, with those of you that maybe wish that you had children with a narcissist or something like that, you can really embrace people that have had children with narcissists and all they want is peace, and they can't get peace, and they're really struggling and they can't get away from the narcissist. Like, the narcissist still feels like they got a hold over them and like stuff like that. So you can really learn from them and realize that this was for the greater good, that you didn't have it. Okay, and those that have had children, they've been blessed to have children, but it's a hard task that they have, a very hard task. And I've spoken to many people that have children with narcissists, and they have to take it upon themselves to fulfill both roles. Really, that's what it comes down to. It's messed up. It's not messed up. Like, it's messed up that these narcissists can't function. They're lacking in many areas. They're devoid of empathy. They're messed up in the head. Like, narcissists get jealous of their own children's birthdays and things like that. They'll feel envious that their child is celebrating their birthday and it's the center of attention. Like, that's the levels that it goes to. So, but anyway, I've been a bit all over the place in this video, but I hope you can take something from it, and I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.